In this video, we'll discuss exercise 14.4 B part. Okay, we'll discuss is the question. So in B, first question is that saying the following number of goals were scored by a team in a series of 10 matches. So you can see few goals are given, that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 3, again 3, 4 and 3. What you have to do, we have to find the mean median mode of this course. Okay, now come to the solution. As the data given 2, 3, 4, 5, 0, 1, 3, 3, 4, 3, 10 data are given. Mean equal to, we know that sum of all observation divided by total number of observation, right? So we just did the same this simple thing. We add all the numbers on the numerator. 2 plus 3 plus 4 plus 5 plus 0 plus 1 plus 3 plus 3 plus 4 plus 3 and divided by total number of observation, that is 10. Okay, and this summation we got 28 on the numerator and divided by 10, so answer is 2.8. so mean is 2.8. Now for median, we know that we have to arrange the distribution, the observation. This observation, 10 observation is given. We have to arrange the observation either in ascending order or descending order to find the median. Here I am doing in ascending order. Okay, so as if we arrange in ascending order, we will get 0, 1, 2, 3, double again 3, again 3, again 3, 4, 4, 5. Okay, so here number of observation is 10. Okay, that is 10 is even number, and we know that when n is even number, the median is mean of n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation, right? Here n is 10, so mean of 10 by 2, that is 5th observation, and 10 by 2 plus 1, that is 6th observation. Okay, so mean of 3, 5th, what is 5th observation? You can see first, second, third, fourth, fifth. Fifth observation is this. Okay, this is 5th observation, and which is 6th observation? This is. So mean of 3 and 3, because this 3 is 5th observation, this 3 is 6th observation, and we know mean means what? Sum of these two divided by 2. So 3 plus 3 divided by 2 is 3. So our median is 3. Okay, now mode. We know mode is the value, mode is that value of the observation which occurs most frequently. That means the observation which have the maximum frequency. Here in this, here you can see 0, 1, 2, 3. You can see 3 occurred 4 time, 2 occurred 2 time, right? So that means mode is 3 because it occurs maximum time. So answer will be here 3 occur 4 times, so mode is 3. Next question number 2. In mathematics test given to 15 students, the following marks out of 100 are given. Here 15 student marks are there. Okay, like 41, 39, 48, 52, 46, 62, 54, 40, 96, 52, 98, 40, 42, 52 and 60. What you have to do, we have to find similarly as first question, that is mean median mode. So come to the solution. As the data given, I'm writing again 49, 39, 48, 52, 46, 62, 54, 40, 96, 52, 98, 40, 42, 52, 60. Okay, mean, we learned this one in the last question also and previous lesson also, that mean means sum of all observation divided by total number of observation, right? So I just add all the observation, whatever observation I just add like this and divided by 15, because total number of observation here is 15. So after the addition we got 822 here on the numerator and 15 and denominator. So 822 divided by 15, we got 54.8. Now next part is median. So I last time also I told that for median we have to arrange the observation either in ascending order or descending order. So here I'm doing in ascending order. So we got 39, 40, again 40, 41, 42, 46, 48, 52, again 52, again 52. Okay, then 54, 60, 62, 96, 98. They are the 15 observation. Now number of observation is 15. That is the odd number, right? This thing is very important, odd number. So what will be the median? N plus 1 by 2th observation. What is n here? 15. So 15 plus 1 by 2th observation, that is 8 observation. Which one the 8 observation? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 observation is this one. That means 52 is our median. Now for mode, you can see in the here, you can see 40 occur 2 times, 52 occur 3 times, right? That means 52 will be the mode because it occurs maximum time. That's what we wrote here. For mode, since 52 occurs maximum number of times, 3 times, mode equal to 52. Now question number 3. Question number 3 is saying the following observation have been arranged in ascending order. If the median of the data is 63, find the value of x. So here you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 data are given and they are arranged already in ascending order. 29, 32, 48, 50, x plus 2, 72, 78, 84, 95. Okay. And one thing is given that median of the data is 63. We have to find the value of x. So again I'm writing the data again. 29, 32, 48, 50, x plus 2, 72, 78, 84, 95. So number of observation is 10. That is the even number. So median will be mean of 10 by 2, n by 2th observation and n by 2 plus 1th observation. So 10 by 2 is 5th observation and 10 by 2 plus 1 is 6th observation, and mean means divided by 2. That average. What is the 5th observation? First, second, third, fourth, fifth. 5th observation is x. What is the 6th observation? First, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth. 6th observation is x plus 2. So 5th observation we wrote x, 6th observation we wrote x plus 2, then divided by 2 because we have to find the mean. X and x, this is 2x and this 2 is remain same. Then if we divide both with 2, we are getting 2x by 2 will be x and 2 by 2 is 1. So that means this is the median we got. Okay, and as per question, what is the median given? That is 63, right? And here x plus 1 is 63. X plus 1 we got median here, right? So x plus 1 will be equal to 63. If you take this 1 to right side, it will be 63 minus 1, that is x equal to 62. So that's our answer. Now question number 4. Question number 4 is saying find the mode of this data. Okay, so I wrote this data on the notebook. Let's explain there. So we have given this data 14, 25, 14, 28, 18, 17, 18, 14, 23, 22, 14, 18. 12 data are there. Okay, what you have to find? You have to find the mode. So what I'm calculating that which one, like 14, how many times it occurs? Okay, 17, how many times it occurs? So 14, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 14 occurs 4 times. 17 occurs how many times? 17 occurs 1 time only. Then 18 occurs 1, 2, 3 times. Next 22 occurs 22. This is only 122. So 22 occurs 1 time. 23 also occurs 1 time. 25 occurs only 1 time. 26 is not there. 27 also not there. 28 is occurs 1 time. We wrote there. So in 4, 1, 3, 1, 1 and 4 is the highest number. That means this is the maximum number, 14. So since 14 occurs maximum number of times, mode of this observation will be 14. Next, come to question number 5. In question number 5, there is a table is given. This table denotes the salary of 60 workers. You can see the range of the salary given: 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 up to 10,000, and number of workers are also given. That for 3,000 number of workers is 16, for 4,000 number of workers 12, for 5,000 number of workers is 10, like 6008 for 7006, like that up to 1. There is total number of 60 workers. What you have to find? You have to find the mean. This is the group data. Okay, we have to use the formula. This is not a discrete distribution, this is a group data. So I mean the continuous data. So what we have to do, we have to use the mean formula. So for the solution, what we have to do, we have to simplify the we have to rewrite the table again. First two column is same. Okay, whatever given in the question I am writing just same. Salary in rupees, I am taking this one xy, x1, xi, and the number of workers I am taking fi. I hope all of you remember the mean formula. What is mean formula? Mean formula is that summation of xi fi divided by summation of fi. So we have to find the summation of xi fi and summation of fi. I will explain later what is summation xi fi, how we will find. So this column denotes xi and this column denotes fi. So we have to do third column, that is xi fi. So this is 3000, this is 16. I hope you can understand, this is xi, this is fi. So this column xi fi means xi into fi. Okay, that means this column and this column, each row the numbers will be multiplied. Like 3000 is multiplied with 16 here, that is 48,000. 4000 multiplied with 12, 4000 into 12, 48,000. 5000 into 10, 5000 into 10, 50,000. 60,000 into 8, 6,000 into 8, that is 48,000. 7,000 into 6, that is 42,000. 8,000 into 4, that is 32,000. 9,000 into 3, that is 27,000. And 10,000 into 1 is 10,000. Okay, so you can see this column denote the xi fi. Okay, so if we add all this, we will getting the 305,000. That means 305,000. This number denotes the summation of xi fi. You can see this each are xi fi. Okay, so if we add, we can write like this. This summation sign denotes the addition of this all the xi fi. Okay, similarly you can see here this is the fi, and summation fi means sum of all the fi's. Okay, that denotes the summation fi. So mean formula, we know that mean, that is denoted by x bar. Formula is summation xi fi divided by summation fi. So from the table we can easily write down what is summation xi fi, 305,000 and divided by summation fi, that is 60. After dividing you will get this number 5083.33 approximately. Okay, because this is continuous number, I mean the okay. Next, question number 6. In question number 6 saying that the mean age of 30 students in a class is 14. 5 students with mean age 15 years left the class. Find the mean age of remaining student. So out of 30 students, 5 students left the class. We have to find the remaining student age, mean age. Come to the solution. This given that the mean age of 30 students is 14 years, right? So what will be the total age? Total age will be 30 into 14. Okay, so total age of 30 students will be 30 into 14, that is 42 years. Now 5 students with the mean age 15 years left. Okay, so what is the total age of this 5 students? Total age of the 5 students will be 5 multiplied with 15, that is 75 years. Okay, so what will be the total age of the remaining? Look, this is the total age of 30 students and this is the total age of the 5 students who left. So the total age of the remaining 30 minus 5, out of 30 students 5 students left, that means 25 students left. So total age of remaining 25 students is 420 minus 75, 420 minus 75. Okay, that is we are getting 345 years. This 345 years is the total age of this 25 student. So mean age of the remaining 25 student will be 345 divided by 25. After simplification you will get 69 by 5, that is actually equal to 13.8 year. Okay, the mean of, next question number 7, the mean of 25 observation is 36. Out of the observation, the mean of first 13 observation, this is very important problem. Out of this observation, the mean of first 13 observation is 32. and the last 13 observation is 40. Find the 13 observation. Now come to the solution. In this solution, I'm just writing the whatever information is given. I'm just writing this again. The mean of 25 observation is 36. The mean of first 13 observation is 32, and the mean of last 13 observation is 40. Now consider this diagram. There are 25. This arrow is there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Look, this first 13. This first 13 student are there. Okay, suppose the first 13 student are, and their mean age is 32. Okay, and the last 13, that means from the last there are 13 students. That means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That means mean age of this student is 40. Okay, now you can, if you can if you can see this one, this observation is counting twice. If you total these two observation, this observation is counted the twice, because from the first 13 it is present, and from the last 13 it is present. So how to find this observation? What we have to do, we have to find the total of this observation, and we have to find the total of this observation, if we, and their sum, and from their sum if we subtract the total of the all 25 observation, we'll get the 13 observation, because the 13 observation is counted here twice. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'm saying that 13 observation equal to sum of first 13 observation plus sum of last 13 observation minus sum of all observation, all 25 observation. So what is the sum of first 13 observation? Mean is 32, so for sum will be 13 into 32, plus sum of last 13 observation, their mean is 40, so 13 into 40, minus for 25 observation, you can see mean is 36, so 25 into 36. 13 into, now the calculation simplification, 13 into 32 is 416, and plus 13 into 40, that is 520, minus 25 into 36, 900, and 416 plus 520 is 436, minus 900, we are not changing anything, 936 plus minus 900 is 36. That means the 13 observation is 36. Next, question number 8. Question number 8 is saying the mean of n numbers is x. If each of the observation is multiplied by 4, what will be the new mean? Give the reason. It's saying that there are n observation, that is the n numbers of x. Okay, if each number multiplied by 4, what will be the mean? We have to give the reason. Come to the solution. You can see the mean of n numbers is x is given. Okay, so suppose we are saying the number are x1, x2, x3 equal to xn. Okay, the numbers are this. So mean, that is equal to x bar. Okay, so mean, we denote the x bar. Mean means we know sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. What is the sum of all observation? Just nothing, x1 plus x2 x plus x3 up to xn. That what we did in numerator. What will be in denominator? N, because number of observation is n. Now if we cross multiply these two, we'll get x bar into n, and right side we'll get x1, x2, x3 up to xn. Similarly, so again I'm rewriting again, x1, x2, x3 up to xn equal to n into x bar. X bar denote the mean. Now all observation, you can see all observation is multiplying by 4. So now observation, now 4x1, because it is multiplied by 4, 4x2, 4x3 up to 4xn. So what is the new mean? New mean will be sum of all observation divided by number of observation, total number of observation. So sum of all observation, how to find? We have to add all this. So 4x1 plus 4x2 plus 4x3 plus up to 4xn. This dot dot means continuation up to 4xn. So if we take, look, all the x1, x2, x3, xn, all are here multiplied by 4, right? If I take 4 common, what will remain in the bracket? In the bracket it will remain that x1 plus x2 up to xn. Okay, now just few minutes before we got the value for this x1 plus x2 from here. Look, x1 plus x2 plus x3 up to xn equal to nx bar. I'll just replace this one here. Okay, now you can see from numerator and denominator n cancel. What will remain? 4 and x bar. So answer will be 4x bar. Okay, new mean will be 4x bar or 4x, because here mean is saying that, or it is 4x, because here mean was saying, mean is given x, so here main x bar is x. Okay, last question for this exercise. Last question is saying, there's two we have to give the example for this situation. For one, it is saying the mean is an appropriate measure of central tendency. You have to give one example. And for the mean is not appropriate measure of central tendency, but median is an appropriate measure of central tendency. So we have to give two examples. Now come to the solution. So you can see first condition is that the mean is an appropriate measure of central tendency. Okay, when the value of the data does not change much, that means the value are very first of all the values are very less, and second of all they are very not very diverse. Suppose here I took the look, here I am giving one example. Marks of 5 students in a class is given. Okay, out of 25, these are the marks. So one student got 17, one student 90, 21, 15, 20. So these are the marks, right? What will be the mean? Mean will be this sum of all divided by 5, that is equal to 18.4 we got. Okay, now look, all the marks, suppose 17 also very near to 18.4, 19 also, 21 also, 15 also, 20 also. Okay, so this here mean is the appropriate measure of central tendency. Now second one is saying the mean is not an appropriate measure of central tendency, but median is an appropriate measure of central tendency. Again, when the value of the data consists of a very high or low. Okay, high or low means suppose in a class of 100 students, maximum student got less than 20 marks, but 5 students got 100 out of 100, another 5 students got 98 out of 100. Okay, if that time if we find the mean, it will not be the correct measure of central tendency. Now look here, I'm giving an example that marks of 5 students in a class. Say again, one student got 5, another student got 25, another student 2, 38 and 80. You can see the marks are very much diverse from 2 to 80. So if we add, we'll get 150 by 5, that is 30. Mean, just general mean, all of you know how to find the mean, 30. Now for median, we have to write in order, ascending order or descending order. So first will be the 2, then 5, 25, 38, 70. Now here there was 5 number of observations, so third observation is median, that is 25. Okay, look, the 25 is a number which is the same nearer to 70 and same nearer to 2. Understood? It is not, I can see that this 2 is very much vast from 25, but the thing is that this 25 also very near to the 38 also. Okay, so here median is an appropriate measure of central tendency. So this is our chapter finish for exercise 14.4.